The only opinion that matters about your person is who God says you are. Are you someone like me who always valued other people's opinions over your identity far above who God says that you are? This is how I lived for a lot of my life, and it's only been now that I'm really trying to put God's opinion far above what anyone else thinks and what anyone else says about me. Because valuing the opinions of man and the opinions of what people think you are, of who people think you are, is actually equivalent to living in a prison. It stops you from being able to express your God-given identity. It stops you from being able to be unique and different. It stops you from being able to pursue your purpose, to follow the directions that God gives you specifically. So today I want to talk to you and encourage you that the only opinion that matters about you, the only person you should be looking to for your identity, for your validation, for your approval, is God Himself. Did you know that God says you are already accepted in Him? You are already enough. You are already valuable. You're already chosen. You're already wanted. You are unique, and you are here for a reason and a purpose. So I want you to start taking your eyes off of the opinions of man. I want you to start taking your eyes off of what that person spoke over you. Get your focus away from what those people might think of you. It's so important to put God's word and who He says that we are far above the opinions and words of other people. Once you're able to redirect your focus back to God's word, back to who He says you are, despite those opinions of other people, despite those words that they speak over you, despite their reactions to you as a person or to the things that you say or do in your life, you are going to be able to come out of that prison, that fear of man that puts you in a prison and gets you off of your path, living for another person, following another person's advice for your life rather than God's advice. Why I'm talking about this message is because I want to help somebody out there, is because I want to help to shift your focus so that you can get on the path that God has specifically for you, so that you can get back to who God says that you are, so you can walk in wholeness, the fullness of your calling and not another person's calling. So you can come out of bondage and start living as your authentic self. Don't do what I did. I did this for most of my life, for many, many years, so much to the point where my real self was buried. It was hidden because I was so worried about other people's opinions of me, about saying the wrong thing, shrinking myself down to match someone else in order to be accepted. But where did that leave me? That left me in a place of being invisible, in a prison, not being able to be who I was, pursue the things that I wanted. It even caused me to have friendships that weren't even real because I wasn't even being my real self in the first place. It's never too late for you to change. So I want you to go into the mirror 1 to 3 times a day. Write your list of declarations affirming who God says that you are. And always continuously speak this over yourself. Even if you don't believe it, even if you don't feel like it, even if you've had a bad day and those people have rejected you or spoken words over you that don't match up with what God says about you. Keep doing it anyway. Eventually, you're going to start to believe the truth of who God says that you are. And you're going to step out of that prison of fear of man. You're going to walk out of that cage that people have placed you in. That is not God's will for your life. That is not your destiny to be stuck in a box, to be stuck in a cage. You deserve to feel worthy. You deserve to feel loved, accepted. Once you know that you're already accepted, you're already validated by God, you're already approved of by God, you won't need the approval of other people. Their opinions of you will no longer affect you or throw you off. You will no longer be searching for approval in all the wrong places. Once you are able to get your identity right and you are able to truly believe who God says that you are. If you need coaching, if you need someone to help to speak life over you, to help you with your identity and walking into your purpose and your path, I am available for coaching. You can find my details in the description below this video. If you feel this video or message has blessed you and you feel led to give to my ministry, you can also find the link in the description for that also.